This is our first guest.
What is the band going to play when I come out?
There's no band.
You don't have a band?
We don't have a band on the show.
But it's a talk show.
Hey, welcome to the show. This is a podcast, but it's on the TV also. And I'm here with my trusted sidekick, Adam Egas.
That's right. How are you, Norm?
Your life is going well?
Couldn't be better.
But you're always in trouble with the law?
I wouldn't say that.
A little bit.
Well, I mean, yeah, a little. I mean, I did just get out of court.
Don't you think that possibly we're boring the shit out of the public right now?
About Adam Egas?
Yeah, just having non sequitur talk.
No, this is not non sequitur.
When are you going to introduce me?
Well, maybe we should introduce Super Dave.
Yeah, I say one thing. Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
I have not seen you in so long.
I know, it's been a
while. I love you. Makes me very sad now that you're
I've gained 45 pounds.
I don't care. A man as brilliant as you are is doing a podcast for 18 people.
He's sober for 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months today.
That's like 3/4 of a chip.
Can't tell you how much I give a shit.
You don't care?
No, I don't care. I don't care if he's shooting up while we're doing the show now. Now listen, this guy who killed the cops.
Yeah, explain to the folks.
I don't want to explain anything. If you're going to say that after everything I say, I'm going to leave.
No, I've heard people say that.
This is the cheapest thing I've ever been involved in.
No, I've heard people say that.
If I didn't love you, I would be so gone now. I can't tell you.
I've heard people say that. Explain to the folks who that is. Dorner, yes, Christopher Dorner.
Yeah. Okay.
Explain to the folks who he was.
Tall.
He was the African American.
African American match in Indian Wells.
Yeah.
And I saw Rafael Nadal play. He's my favorite.
Rafael Nadal. Explain to the folks who Rafael Nadal is.
Oh my God.
No, of course, Rafael Nadal. I'll explain. Okay. Rafael Nadal.
Now, am I going to have to explain everything to you?
No, to the folks. Explain who Kim Kardashian is.
Never mind.
Because I think the joke was predicated on knowing that she has a big ass. Wasn't it?
People don't know that. The heaviest I've ever seen.
And since I've gained it, I sweat like a
yeah, you sweat
like a whore in church. I don't mean to be
what?
I don't mean to be filthy, but
a whore in church.
Yeah, she's nervous, so she sweats because
like Chris Dorner.
2 women on a bridge.
Yeah.
One says, "You know what, Helen? I've always wanted to pee off this bridge just like men do." She said, "Go ahead. There's no one around." So she goes over the railings, drops her shorts, sticks her ass over the railing. She says, "Come here. I'm going to pee right down there in that canoe." Said, "It's not a canoe. It's your reflection." Your asswipe producer just held up a sign, "Let's take a break." Where are we going? We're talking to 6 people. You know, we could get on a bus right now, the 3 of us, and yell out the window and reach more people.
What if each of us, each of you told a joke and decided who was the better joke? Adam Egret will start.
That is such a great idea.
Okay, you start, Adam.
Wait. I'm starting?
You say a joke.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Yeah, I think we should probably take a break.
Okay, we'll take a break, and then we'll do the joke off.
No, we're not doing the jerk off.
Joke?
No, it's a joke
off.
Yeah, wildly different.
We're not doing it.
You don't think you can take them?
It's got nothing to do with it.
We're taking a break.
I'm going to tell you the greatest talk show in the history of talk shows was Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas.
And his co-host was Sly.
Now, people are going to think that's Michael Douglas. You should probably explain to the folks.
Well, who's watching? Is this in the United States?
Well, I'll explain to them.
Yeah, no, don't explain everything.
Mike Douglas.
Mike Douglas just take everything out of it. There's no sense being here.
I'm saying to the folks at home that Mike Douglas was a talk show host, someone in the vein of Merv Griffin. He was a singer.
Call me when you're through, because I forgot what I was talking about. And then another time, and this is horrible, but it kills me. John Biner was the host of Bizarre.
Yeah, he was the host. For the folks at home that don't know, he was a famous impressionist.
Can we explain what Bizarre is? It was a TV show I believe
it was just John Biner and a bunch of Canadian actors.
It's a great show. It went 6 years, the first series in the history of cable.
No, I know. I wasn't saying it as an epithet. I meant I liked it.
Don't use epithet when you don't know what it means. We went over words before this show, and I asked you, do you know what epithet means? You said no, and now you use it.
But let me ask you this, though.
No, let me go on with this story.
Oh, is there a story? So Adam Egret told me something I didn't know. He said you worked with Red Fox on a variety.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm dying to hear it.
I produced Red Fox variety.
You told me he just worked on it.
Worked on it?
Well, that's, I mean, according to your Wikipedia.
What do you think I was, a stagehand, you douchebag? Worked on it.
Not
Did
the
you
first time I've been
do
called
your
douchebag
notes?
today. No,
I want
got
you
all my
back on
information
drugs.
from
I'm
Wikipedia.
serious. I
Yeah,
want you back on stuff so you
this
know.
close. I'm gonna do a
Two
shot.
quick Red Fox stories, okay?
Yeah.
We're meeting at his house.
Red Fox, for those of you who don't know.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Was played, of course, most people know him as Sanford and Son. He played Fred Sanford.
Right. Right.
Which was his father's actual name.
Is that right?
You know, if I had steroids, I'd take them right now.
Steroids?
Yes, I would take them right now.
Why would you take
Just
steroids?
so my
then?
arms would pump up, I'd get you in a headlock and pop your head.
Oh my goodness gracious!
He's got a point.
I've never heard such a thing.
You know, I would rather do a show with
Look.
I would rather do.
In the
I'd
middle of
rather
your
do a
story.
show. I'd rather do a show with a signer. I'm serious for the deaf.
No, but in the middle of
Oh,
your
yeah,
story.
yeah, you told me let's take a break. I'll show you a break.
That was a great fucking story. Let's take a break.
But what do we take a break for? This isn't a television show.
Yeah, we
You
got.
don't have sponsors. This is the first time you've been on.
I got sponsors.
You do? Who do you have?
No, he has a
so
Yeah,
I
call
say-
one of them. Call one of them right now.
No,
I'm
I
talking.
trust
He
me
has a
after this.
sponsor.
I got it. No, don't
Because he's
explain
an
it to me. I
alcoholic.
got it. You have to explain to me them. They got to
No,
know.
folks.
How
gonna take a
sad
break.
is it that a talent of yours has to do this?
Adam had a question he wanted to ask you about your comedy.
Yeah, I've been chomping at the bits to ask this one. I've been thinking about it all week. Norm told me to come up with some questions for you, and I've just been dying to know where do you get your ideas from? Well, I mean,
Why didn't you answer his question?
What was his question?
Ask it again.
Don't ask that
Sorry,
again. That
ask
was
that
the
again.
dumbest
Too loud.
goddamn question I've ever heard.
You just want to know where you got
Yeah,
your
well, I
ideas?
got to tell you where I got it at Ralph's. That's where I got it.
any particular Ralph's?
Yes,
or-
no, it's at Beverly Hills Ralph's.
Okay.
Got it in the
On
meat
Bever-
section.
the one on Beverly.
Beverly Drive.
Got it.
Okay. Did you see this cardboard piece of
We
shit?
should explain to the folks
Explain
table
what's
is.
going on.
that Super Dave is addressing Daniel Kellison, the producer.
Oh yes, Daniel Kelson, our trusty producer, who I think's done a great job personally.
Oh, suck his ass, because you're not coming back unless you do. Okay?
Let's roll the clip.
Oh, not another one.
Oh yeah,
There's
you know
no
what? There is no
clip.
clip. We have.
He said, let's roll the
picture.
clip, and it's a picture. This show is just so. I tell you, even the prisoners are going back to the.
Well, I'll explain
their
what's
cells.
I'll explain what's going on here.
Who is your-
Gonna tell anymore?
Oh, look.
if he's-
What happened? News.
Oh, news.
I'd like to go over there and squeeze his head so hard, I'd like to turn it into a pimple.
You know what? Here's one more.
Oh, you mean,
Wait, you mean Tanya Harding?
Nancy Kerrigan?
God, you guys go back so far all the time.
You
Were
told a Red Fox
were you
story.
institutionalized? The two of you, were you institutionalized
Yeah,
together
a couple
in a
times,
double
yeah.
bunk bed?
He
Because
was.
Yeah,
not me.
I mean,
you've never
frankly,
been
I was.
institutionalized.
But I,
Again, I
Don't
apologize.
ever
I
say that
apologize to both
again.
of you.
I mean, it's sticky lie.
Yeah, it really
Okay,
is.
go ahead.
no,
Well, hold up a sign, dickwad. News. Okay, news.
now we're back to news.
We only have 15 minutes
okay,
left.
okay, go ahead with the news.
I swear to God, I think after the show, a bus is going to come and take Adam with a lot of dangerous people back to the home. And he's going to be sedated, and they're going to take his balls off.
We'll be back with questions.
All right, questions when we come back. I think we have some questions.
From who?
Well, from people, from the 7 people watching the podcast.
Why do you say there's only 7?
Well, he said 7. I just thought he did.
I didn't say 7, I said 50.
All right, well, 50.
7 would be
Well, pull
bullshit.
it from the.
I'm great. Big fan of all you guys. And
I love you.
well, 2 out of 3. Sorry, man.
Hey, has this show been good or not?
It's pretty good. I liked earlier.
The fuck are you
when-
talking about pretty good? How can
Well,
we
what
do
else
any
is on right
more?
now? There's nothing
What
else
else can
on.
we do?
Do you juggle?
Yeah, of course I do.
Norm, I got to ask you. I'm a big fan of SNL. How did you get the Weekend Update gig?
Oh, that's an interesting question.
I think it's for you.
It's
For
for
me,
you.
it's for
Yeah,
you.
how'd you get the weekend up a gig?
Oh, I got it. I auditioned for it, and then they gave it to me.
What a great
yeah,
story!
that's great.
And he said it's pretty good. What a
good.
how good was that answer?
Great answer. Love it.
Wasn't it? Listen to me, cuz here are 2 quick ones. Okay. Oh shit! I forgot the one. Anyway,
You know what, let's-
a guy. What are you
Oh, I
saying?
was just
Okay.
looking at the card.
What are you talking
I was
about?
just looking at the
yeah,
card.
stay out of it.
Great story.
That's a good one.
All right, let's take a break. And,
Oh, yeah, you hold up another card, and I'm going to take the training wheels off your balls. You are so old that it's not
trash
right.
talk when we come back.
This is the section where we do jokes. Do you want to read one?
I mean, I like it.
Do you understand that we're on the air?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We all know that the Swiss are officially neutral.
Who wrote this?
Unofficial.
Who wrote this? Who wrote this?
Well, that screwed up my timing.
Who wrote this?
We don't have a name
wrote
on
it? Do you have writers?
It's anonymous. It's
I
like
think-
I didn't
I don't
write
wanna
it.
say
I didn't write that one.
Super Dave, why is there an app for everything except how to rape a baby?
Jesus.
Oh, this one's actually topical. We could nip March Madness in the bud if we watch for the warning signs of brooding antisocial February fever.
Who is writing this? You're doing this. This is your life. You're putting your life on it. You dress like horse shit tonight.
No, that was Adam
I
Egan's
don't
my
care.
fault.
That
You
was
should
Adam
have
Egan's
worn
fault.
I told you to bring a
some
wardrobe.
kind of a hose coat.
But that was
you
Adam
got
Egan's
a
fault.
thing with a hood.
But that was
I can prove God exists if I can just find that damn receipt from our brunch in heaven.
That is so funny. That is so fucking funny.
Well, this Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite. Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. Alfred the Great may well be the greatest monarch
Can you
in the
do me a
history.
favor? Can you find out what the traffic is like on the Santa Monica? Going to the desert.
Do you know the Harlem Shake?
Yeah, I've seen it on every single
You've
commercial.
seen it. Then you'll appreciate this joke. I remember back when the Harlem Shake was just a black fella holding me upside down off a fire escape trying to collect his money.
Can you find out what the quickest way is to the Santa Monica Freeway, please? And don't call me again.
Super Dave.
I don't care about anything. You don't call me again. There's no last minute fill in. There's nothing. Okay? Thank God we're only reaching 50 people.
Wait,
That's
Super
all
Dave.
I can tell you.
Sure, junkyard dogs are mean, but the meanest dogs are generally found guarding concentration camps. And it says here, there's a note. Early versions of the Jim Croce's 1973 smash hit Big Bad Leroy Brown. Do you remember that song?
Tell the people the
No, do you know what you just said?
It
Do you have
included.
any idea what you just read?
This says it
No, did you have any idea what you just read?
that
It was an
junkyard dogs.
anti-Semitic joke about the concentration camp.
No.
Oh,
Not
what do you mean?
anti-Semitic at all.
No, it's Semitic?
No.
Well, you know, I know what the problem is. 'cause
Did you write it?
I didn't write that.
Who wrote it?
They use the meanest
wrote it?
dogs.
I don't know who wrote it, but I think the problem is that some people might not know what the concentration camps are. So you might need to-
Concentration camps were found in Poland.
Oh my God!
And
Oh,
what-
fucking
what?
almighty. Oh my Christ
Concentration
almighty.
camps.
Please
were-
get my nurse. I swear to God, get her in here right now and
I'm
reel
trying
me
to
away.
explain to the
Did you
folks
tell
who
me-
You
know.
are
Did you have too much
you
salt?
know what? This is your first show, and these are the.
Well, I don't want to bring up the systemic, extermination attempt against
No,
the
no,
Jewry
no,
of Europe, but this says on this piece of paper that Bad Leroy Brown initially included the line "meaner than a concentration camp dog," but Croce decided it was unpleasant to the ear. And it was also offensive to Jews, gypsies, and homosexuals. Little did it matter, Croce would be dead within
You know
the
what
year.
I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to watch the fucking View.
Last joke.
Alfred the Great may well. That's the one you
Are
wouldn't
you
do.
I
serious?
tried to read it. Cut
Did
me
you
off.
read these before he did them? You're the producer of the show. All right, do you have one more joke?
I didn't read any of these. They're his.
Wait, I didn't write I read the ones you told me to, but I didn't write any of these.
I don't understand. I don't understand any of these. I don't even understand that they're how you could take a segment to end your first show when these ratings are so important. And I mean, people at home, that guy who wanted to know how to become a comic.
Who, JP?
No, the
guy who wanted to
Oh,
know
from
how
the
to
writer.
become a
Yeah,
comic.
right.
How can you tell him how to become a comic when you're reading that?
Some gold-plated chains would make a nice retirement gift for a very, very good slave. Well, this
Are
was,
you serious?
well, this was written.
Are you serious?
This was written years
Did
ago.
you just write that?
I didn't write
Did
it.
you just say that?
No, I read it. Yes.
You read that?
It was an old. It was written
Oh
obviously.
my God Almighty! I'm not part of this.
No, it was written
No,
before.
I'm not part of this. No, you can't read that.
Researchers at Harvard found that 1 in every 10 U.S. deaths is a result of too much salt consumption.
Now I smoke like a chimney. I'm
You
a
do,
terrible.
really?
I do. I'm a terrible driver. I've dated some women that probably own guns. A lot of things would have to go very, very right for me to die of salt. The only thing I can pray for is that I die of salt and not, you know, begging for mercy. So I think that's nonsense, that people should be afraid of too much salt. Now, I know you eat a lot of salt, though, Norm. We were discussing this earlier. And,
You know what it's like? It's like I'm in a drag race car, and I just left the line, and I'm told that there's something wrong with the fucking motor, and I've got to put an emergency brake on at 90 miles an hour, okay? And I'm sliding all over the goddamn track, out of control.
You know,
We're talking about
All of
this
a
news
sudden, we're doing Meet the Press. All the humor's gone. Everything
No,
is gone.
in all
Who
fairness-
gives a shit if you're... Did you show a clip about dying of salt?
But he had all those jokes for it.
They're not
No,
jokes. They're not
those
jokes.
not jokes.
I
Those
was-
aren't jokes.
That he has salt trouble with other things, and if he had salt, it was, you didn't get that part?
I got some of it.
Little did it matter, Croce would be dead within
You know
the
what
year.
I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to watch the fucking View.